ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇ viewers and healthy desi wellness fans of my kitchen, welcome back to my desi wellness kitchen situated in Hayes, Springfield Road, very near the second channel office of Sikh channel. Or chal rahe ne of what I'm projecting aj is reducing the wheat. There is too much wheat Punjabi diet de vich that is creating you know, allergies, sensitivities, kabaj, gas, afrema. Let's reduce the wheat contact jehda ki ek sensitivity hogi swer to leke sham tak cereal, bread, roti and sham nu mono diet ho janda te udo sensitivity shuru ho rahi kadi dekhya nahi hona ek nawa andaz program welcome jithe main project kar rahi ha red quinoa. This is an amazing protein diet jehda ki bahut vadda missing link हैगा Punjabi community ch khas kar vegetarian people. This is red quinoa which is very high in protein and there is white quinoa across, but I am projecting red quinoa to my viewers. पा रही हां मैं 2 cup red quinoa de to boil them and I'm going to increase the temperature. Okay, that's going on to maximum of only 6 eh pasa and dusre paase main on kar rahi haan mera cooker idharla. While this boils I'm just going to stir fry a few onions, lasan. Why? Because very good for cholesterol. Rakh rahi haan mera pan jehda ke jayega with various kinds of vegetables, high fiber, grilled vegetables with an amazing salad. Aao and let's add some olive oil in here ke stick na hove. So we need to add some good oil, adding just about 2 tablespoons to the quinoa so that it doesn't stick together. This is boiling like rice but it's going to be a red quinoa which is very good. Kar rahi haan main garam mera pan jab tak ye ridge raha ya, using again rapeseed oil. Kyon? Because this is one oil that doesn't create carbonic fumes when it is cooked on a heat of Indian tadka. Just about ਇੱਕ ਕੜਛੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾਣਾ ਰਾਈ ਤੇ ਜੀਰਾ and getting it back on the heat with a variety of vegetables, a good tablespoon of jeera. और ये चीज़ां जदों गरम तेल च पाओ तां एक्सफोलिएट होंदियां. Please stir away from vegetable oils which actually become carbonic when heated at over 100 degrees and these are the ones that actually block the arteries. कोई भी oil जिहड़ा carbonic हो जांदा आ ओह arteries नू block करदा. Indian food the high concept of cooking on high heat. बुढ़िया ने जिन्ना तक हो गट्ठा लाल नहीं हुंदा, काला नहीं हुंदा, लसन नहीं सड़दा, हटदियां नहीं पकाउण नू, you know. So we have even shown you मसरां दी दाल किन्नी वधिया concept सीगा जिहदे विच असी कोई you know fat नहीं पाया and बड़ी स्वाद बनी सी. इहदा अद्धा हिस्सा that means एक गट्ठा मैं पा रही हां, कट्टे आपां 2 है. Red onion has a better constitution than white onion, so use red onion, 1 whole. जे थानू white पसंद है ठीक है, that's your choice. जब तक ये कट्टे, I'm not going to overcook my vegetables. The concept is to prepare all this with the quinoa. Red kidney beans, high protein food. वैष्णो बंदे कह रहे सानू प्रोटीन कित्थे मिले. प्रोटीन संग तो पनीर ते दुध नहीं है. Let's move away from पनीर. सारा पंजाब पनीर नाल लुटिया होया, सारा दिल्ली पनीर नाल, जिथे जाओ यहाँ ते 4 डिशेस सिर्फ पनीर दियां ही बनियां हुंदियां, you know, and that is pure milk solid that is very high in fat and it sticks. जो बीबियां कह दिंदियां हाँ भी मैं weight loss करा. एक विआह जो दिल्ली या पंजाब च हुंदा है उदों नोट करियो कि सारे ब्यूटी पार्लर्स भरे पए हुंदे ने. Women going for tens machine के बाहां पतलियां कालिए ब्लाउज काश पै जावे. और फिर मैं ਉਹੀ ਜਨਾਨੀਆਂ ਦੇਖਦੀ ਵਿਆਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਖਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਅੱਧੀ ਕੌਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੁਲਾਬ ਜਾਮਣਾ ਦੀ ਸਿਰਪ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਪੀ ਲੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸੂਪ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਲ ਡਿੱਗਦਾ thinking oh my god ਇਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਦੋਂ ਪਚਣਾ ਐਂਡ ਕਦੋਂ ਇਹਨੇ ਬਰਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਸ਼ੂਗਰ ਨੇ. ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਧਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ I'm going to welcome my guest ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਆਏ ਨੇ. Savraj Kaur, please come to my stage and my Desi Wellness Kitchen. Welcome. और ये मेरे मेंबर भी है ने देसी वेलनेस जेडे शोज़ ने वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. प्लीज़ कम दिस साइड. सवराज की सिक्ख्या साड़ी कुकिंग थेरेपीज जेडियां आपां करदे आए हैं.
बहुत कुछ सिक्ख्या है. health wise it's very nice.
Yeah. And do you think it was worth your journey coming and learning? Yeah. Well done. Now I'm going to get Savraj got active because courgette katne inane parsnip katni jehde apa grill karne ne. These are high fiber foods. And courgette loki tori kha lende ne sabji naal tomatoes pa ke, you know, you kill the food. May I get you active in cutting anek disc and lambiyan apa katniyan ne parsnips jehde apa grill karniya Savraj. Okay, so be careful, the knife is very sharp because maybe thoda kitchen da knife di thanu pehchan hoegi. So paa rahi hai meriyan cheezan jehdiyan pehlo cook ho jaegiyan. That's carrots, very good for beta carotene, very high in fiber as well. And going for organic Santo, please, carrot, apple, broccoli and our kale patte are one of the dangerous things on earth right now because of the sprays. So these are just about 6 mushrooms. देखो कितनी बरकत है. Do remember कि जब आप mushrooms करीदे shrink हो जाते ने थोड़े. So I'm going to just cover this a little bit कि अपने दम नाल हो जाए. Heat any high नहीं होनी चाहिए. Beans साडे already cooked है संगतो. So it is like a cup and a half of kidney beans जेडे आपा use करने ने. While this is cooking, Savraj, लसन क्यों use करीदा आपा? What is? Yes. And bilkul, very good point. Warming herb, excellent. What about adrak? Ginger. Again, it's a digester. जेडे के बच्चों नु अन्नी रेशा हो रही है. I'm going to add good 2 heaped tablespoons of adrak. जेडे बच्चों नु अन्नी रेशा हो रही है purely because they are having cereal in the morning, milk, and then all stodgy foods दिन दे विच. You know, पहले तो बच्चों नु रेशा ही नहीं होती सीगी. Adding about 2 teaspoons of हरिया मिर्चा. Obviously, Savraj हरिया मिर्चा कई बारी आपा पहले दिन लेके आइए. करारियां होंदियां है ना. So ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਰੈਸਪੀ ਸਵਰਾਜ ਬਣਾਈਆਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੁੱਕ ਸ਼ੋ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ? ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ. ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ. ਓਕੇ. Cooking on low heat is very important. Don't kill your vegetables. ਪਤੀਲਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੁੜੀਆਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ cooking ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ high heat ਤੇ, and that is dead food. That means you are demineralized right from morning to evening, or sham tak you are exhausted and tired because you have not benefited. Look at the colors, Savraj, radiating, है ना? And Savraj has done all this pre-cutting. Thank you so much for your creativity. We are going to add in red peppers and yellow peppers. All these peppers, you know, create good color. And Hanji, yeah, eating good color is important, है ना? And again, I'm not going to overcook it. Savraj, हर वेले vegetable दे विच bite रखना चाहिए आपां नू. The bite is very important because it's still got its minerals. And पा रही है मैं a cup and a half of kidney beans. You can use tinned kidney beans Santo, but try to then drain off the jada hunda na syrup, Savraj, yeah, drain it off and use. So look at that, Savraj. It's radiating, you know. As time jade bacche khan chor hege ne vegetables, use their weaknesses in this. Back on the heat, again keeping the heat low. Dhania, very important. ਆਪਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਸੀਬ ਕੌਰ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪੋਤਰਾ ਦਾਲ ਉਦੋਂ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਧਨੀਆ ਹੋਵੇ. ਆਈ ਐਮ ਸੋ ਗਲੈਡ ਲੋਟ ਆਫ ਚਿਲਡਰਨ ਸਪਿਟ ਧਨੀਆ ਕੱਢਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਜੂਆਂ ਕੱਢਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਦਾਲ ਸਬਜ਼ੀ 'ਚ ਨਾ. ਇਟਸ ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਫॉर ਡਾਈਜੈਸ਼ਨ. ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਫॉर ਡਾਈਜੈਸ਼ਨ. ਐਂਡ ਸੋ ਇਜ਼ ਪਾਰਸਲੀ. ਸਵਰਾਜ, ਰੱਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਬਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਹਰਬਸ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ and they all have healing properties, darling. And we don't need to go for medicine. But thing is, sadly, Punjabi mothers nu lagda ki dadi maa jo kuch keh rahi hai, galat keh rahi hai, and they have to take the child to the doctors, है ना? ਜੰਮਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਸਟ ਵੀਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਐਂਟੀਬਾਇਓਟਿਕ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ that's seriously sad and I'm going to just check my red quinoa so you will see if I can have the cameraman coming closer red quinoa is ready ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਫੁੱਟ ਜਾਵੇ and you will see Savraj a string come out that it has opened and cooked from inside and this is not a carbohydrate this is high protein food which you can even have for lunch and for diabetic people protein ta वैसे ही बहुत वधिया है ना adding in a good 3/4 teaspoon of kali mirch and then salt just because I've switched off my cooking I'm going to add the salt and sorry that's not the salt so just about a 3/4 teaspoon of salt not too much always try to enjoy the food Savraj adding in chives very important for cholesterol patients chives good handful hanji then I'm going to add in mixed herbs because this has got you know huge amount of benefit hanji and give us flavor and a bit of sage which is important what does sage do it reduces hot flushes for women ਜਦੋਂ menopause time ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ so it's very important for women ਦਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ there is a saying ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਨਾਨੀ ਨੇ 6 minimum 6 ਬੱਚੇ ਹੋਣ 5 to 6 children ਉਹ ਜਨਾਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਦੀ menopause symptoms ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ but we are in the 21st century where 2.5 children are enough so this is ready and if you see my quinoa is also getting ready in this I'm going to add cashew nuts because very important cashew nuts in moderation for cholesterol and also high fiber whole nuts I want look at that I want the nuts to be seen not hidden hai na you love nuts again in moderation pale apa cashew nuts Savraj dekho kinna vadiya radiated color have we've got reds we've got greens we've got oranges we've got the white cashew nut full of body full of volume adding in now apna red quinoa yeah and depending on the size of the collar and the number of people this is an amazing dish and then we are just going to add in Philo Pastry you can because time sanu allow nahi karda I will be using ready Philo Pastry so I've got this I'm going to add my couscous dekho Savraj just going to add the couscous to this let's add in a bit of tomato puree just 2 tablespoons of tomato puree and I'm going to add in a bit of tomato pescetta which is an Italian tomatoes badiya vadiya hundiyan ne they are pure tomatoes really good Savraj 4 tablespoon and about half a jar of some sort of tomato sauce ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ fresh tomatoes ਦੀ sauce ਬਣਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ so if you see these are whole tomatoes semi whole tomatoes beautiful but I only promote plum tomatoes so I'm going to add 5 tablespoons 5 tablespoons of plum tomatoes that's ready now to go in the oven santo while this is being cooked Savraj aap apni vegetables bana lene and cook the Philo Pastry if you see my oven is ready at 200 degrees just for about 15 to 20 minutes depending on the kind of oven you have a browning hogi Philo Pastry di your dish is ready to go on the table so I've got my Philo Pastry here it's ready rolled very easy Savraj just open it up and I'm just going to put it onto my exact size of my pan there we are taking the paper away if I can have a knife Savraj thank you darling it's okay maybe we can use a towel to clean up itthe saaf kar do thank you and I'm just going to go by the pan if you like another pastry another concept ke tusi kehne ke main pastry nahi rakhni just put it on layer another layer and what we'll do is actually different shapes Savraj if I can have strips from you so just cut strips ate sukke tha so just do that and cut long strips yeah so while Savraj is creating the dish main nu thalle nu stab kar dena Cooking is your creativity, Sankto. This is an amazing concept. That's it. Wonderful. कोई भी size दा कोला use कर सकते. This Savraj has turned out to be a perfect size, है ना? Thank you so much. So I'm just going to add here strips. Again, this is your creativity. I'll make something here while Savraj is doing a perfect cutting. जा रही है मेरे oven दे विच, and we will see you back as soon as I put this in the oven. We are going to start cooking on vegetables. I'm going to take a bit of rapeseed oil, and I'm just going to drizzle it on top just to create a wonderful gloss and crispiness. And when it comes out, we will dress it up a little bit more. And I'm just going to take a bit of parsley, dry parsley, Sankto, and drizzle it on top. Savraj, dekho, it looks so beautiful. The greens just do it so much, है ना? Yeah, amazing colors. And can I have 3 plum tomatoes, darling, cut in half? Just to bring some nice glorious color. Food, color, and all these things actually help you to build up saliva. Bhukh lagdi hai na? Okay, just going to add my tomatoes this way up because I don't want my pastry to become soggy, Savraj. So if I put them down, pani niklega. Thank you, darling. Can I have one more? Wonderful. Savraj is a left-handed, and she's done an amazing job. There you are. Amazing concept, Savraj. And you can put one in the middle if you so wish. Jari hai meri dish into the oven for about 15 minutes until it browns. Check kalyo. Savraj wants to do one more creative. Up to you. You're the boss of my kitchen today. So jari hai mera oven de vich. And that's timed for 200 degrees for about 15 minutes. Jab tak ye ban raha hai, Savraj, let's get cracking. Salad. Why is salad so important? Go, go, go.
It's very good. It's healthy.
Yes. And look how she's doing it. She's decorating it with the rings on the outside. This is what our young mothers have lost, the art and creativity of cooking. Cooking is an art. Come back to it. Youngsters have lost it, haven't they, Savraj? And just doing this is amazing. You're going to create a big disc of cucumber. Wonderful. And that's celery, Hannah?
Yeah, celery.
Yeah. And there's some more here. Savraj, you seem to know your kitchen very well. There you are. What a wonderful idea. Look at that. Just simple, but so effective. But she didn't cut them round. She went at an angle. Round would have been boring, है ना? Chalo, I'll leave you to do this yourself. Aare apa salad concept hai with our main Philo Pastry quinoa dish, jehdi ke Savraj kaur ne tiyar kiti hai. Thank you so much. This is her creativity. She says she loves salad, she eats salad, and she makes salad every day. Wonderful idea. Let's make a dressing, Savraj, because dressing chagga hunda hai, jehda ke apa pana. Lao ehde vich about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, light olive oil. If you do like dark green olive oil, that's fine. Do you remember Savraj is a lefty?
Yes.
And then we're going to add in a bit of fresh garlic. So while you mix that, Savraj, I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of raw garlic. I'm going to add in kali mirch, again to bring fire. Good half teaspoon. Mustard in my dressing, just about a teaspoon, Savraj. And I just, if I can get this spoon out. And mix kar do. Mustard is very good, it's fire. Very good for resha and very good when it hits your nose. Ida lagda ki kuch andar jaake nasan de vich kuch khul gaya hai na. I'm going to add in 3 teaspoons of sesame seeds. Kyon pala, Savraj? Sesame seeds. High in vitamin E. Again, we are caring for the heart, for our youngsters, for our Sikh community across the world, Punjabi, Hindu, Muslim communities who are looking at my shows. and you have missed them, join me every Saturday at 11:30 and a repeat show of 3:30 every Tuesday. That's good teaspoons of sesame seeds. I'm just going to add in greens now. We're going to add in some parsley, Savraj. You can put it directly or you can put it later on. I've got a seal on parsley, so I need to open it up. A good tablespoon of greens. And I'm looking for rosemary, one of my favorite herbs. Chives and rosemary. And that's also going to be another half a teaspoon of rosemary. Rosemary, the smelly and beautiful, Hana? Okay. And in this, I'm going to add in some cottage cheese into this mix. Savraj, if you can just make room. Mix kar do. 3 tablespoons of cottage cheese. And that's your complete mix of an amazing dressing of salad. And I'm going to just add it. And then I'm going to get Savraj to go and have a seat while we get our Philo pastry. You know, if you have a look, it's in the oven, rising beautiful, crisp, getting crisp. And Savraj's creativity of putting the tomatoes to great color. Thank you so much. So while my guest is put her feet up, amazing salad right in front of you. And look at the colors, look at the mixture, just so radiant, the glaze. At semi-cooked vegetables in my griddle, where I'm going to use parsnips, high in fiber, very important. Courgettes, undercooked, very important, because it's raw food diet we are promoting. So I'm just going to queue up this, and literally in 5 minutes, jad tak eh hona, sadi dish tiyar hai, ready to eat, and my guest will give you the verdict of the dish. Aao ji, back to the next and the final half of my program, where I've got these wonderful parsnips, or December the time gore pajke parsnips khande ne. It's amazing, vegetable. Try to eat it all seasons, or semi-cooked, dekho. And our guest has cut them so beautifully and with great passion. Or main sara kuch enu tray ch pa lena. And that is the next side dish that's going to go, and my oven has already bleeped that my Philo pastry is ready, and it will come out of the oven to entertain my guest and host my guest, who's been amazing in this concept today. Pari am at just a little bit of olive oil onto my vegetables, a bit of tanya. No dish for Dr. Manjit goes out without tanya. I think it's a great concept for bringing greenery, but also for digestion. I'm just putting a finger on top and just glazing this up. Pari hai main a bit of raw cut spring onions, just to give that bite and the greenery, amazing, and fresh dhania, just to sprinkle on top, just to give that color. The same thing, fresh dhania. Great salad displayed by Savraj, amazing taste of this. And just on the side of my amazing vegetables, I'm going to add in a heaped teaspoon of my tomato base, and the guests can help themselves as they wish. And that's my vegetables ready to go on the table. That is an amazing glazed Philo pastry, quinoa, ready to be tasted, and a verdict to come straight to you. Savraj Kaur, did you enjoy taking an active part?
I enjoyed very, very much.
That's the Philo pastry dish. And guess what? What's the final touching?
Beautiful. Oh.
Tanya again.
Tanya.
Can't do without that. This is the salad, Savraj, that you actually gracefully prepared. So you must start and help yourself and tell me what you think. And some vegetables. May I serve you? Yeah. Let's have a sit down. And always serve with pleasure and joy, and eat. Je gussa chadya te never eat, because the food is not going to digest. Savraj, help yourself with the salad, darling. So this is high protein food, Santo, the one that is missing link in Desi Punjabi food, especially when people are, Savraj, very high sort of Amritari people. So if you have a look, this is amazing concept of our Philo pastry. Please start, help yourself. Shuru karo, Savraj, give us a verdict. Was another concept, Sangto, of healthy protein food. Join me in another cook show. You will lose out if you don't join Sikh channel, racing through the globe, trying to bring in food awareness at Desi Wellness Kitchen with Dr Manjit Kaur. Saariyan nu sat sri akal, Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh, namaskar, adab, and kwaheri, rafiki ya Kenya. Goodbye.